could see for yourself if diamonds are really a girl's best friend at a stunning art jewelry exhibit in town. Summer Jackson's going to give us a sneak peek of the gorgeous gems when we return.
Now, this next story will give you a whole new perspective on the jewelry that your grandmother passed down to you.
Driehaus Museum's latest exhibit, Maker and Muse, celebrates women and early 20th century art jewelry. In this edition of Summer in the City, our girl Summer Jackson checks it all out and finds out why it's a must-see, especially if you're a fashion history buff.
So Lise, tell me about the latest exhibit here at the Driehaus Museum, Maker and Muse.
Maker and Muse is really a celebration of art jewelry that was created in the early 20th century, and we sort of have a global approach to it where we're looking at both European and jewelry that was made in America during this time period.
What is art jewelry?
Well, art jewelry is actually non-mainstream jewelry, and there was really sort of a return, or the desire for a return to the handmade, for things that would be handcrafted.
A lot of this jewelry looks like things that we would wear now. It's awesome.
It is. Again, we're seeing jewelry having, I think, a really strong revival right now.
Where should I start?
Yeah, and each gallery has a different theme. We have a wonderful gallery that focuses on Louis Comfort Tiffany and the jewelry that he was making. This is all British arts and crafts jewelry, and it really sort of sets the tone, is that they're not all about sort of diamonds and glitz. The emphasis is really on the hand of the artist, the handcrafted aspect of them. And then our final gallery, which of course is always important to us, is we like to have a Chicago tie, and Chicago was a very important jewelry center. What's also, I think, fascinating is that the jewelry being made by women during this period in Chicago, the women were actually teaching the men.
Well, good to know we Chicago women have always been leaders.
Yes, absolutely. And the people who were wearing them at the time also, of course, you know, there were some mainstream people who wore these, but they were also being made for an artistic crowd. And as clothing was changing, as the suffragette movement was happening around, skirts were you know, changing, the corsets were coming off. It was a really important time for women, and so the art jewelry of the period is really a reflection of that.
So the takeaway, in part,
keep it
about this is that if your grandmother says, "Sweetie, here's a piece of my jewelry," hold on to it.
Absolutely.
That was pretty.
We need to get all those.
The Maker and the Muse exhibit runs through January 3rd at Driehaus Museum, located on East Erie. You can go to driehausmuseum.org for more details.